In motherhood and homemaking, there is a constant pressure to do it all. We look at other women and wonder, how does she keep her house so tidy? How are her kids always so well dressed and her baseboards so clean? How does she make time to homeschool and grow her own food and make her meals from scratch and go away for the weekend with her husband? How can I do all of these things just like she does? If you find yourself in this place today of wondering how you can possibly balance your home, your motherhood, and your homeschool, today I hope that you find encouragement in this message. I want you to hear my heart from one imperfect homemaker to another that doing it all is not a badge of honor. It's a lie that you no longer have to listen to. The truth is that this idea of doing it all is a dangerous trap. This idea that as one person, one homemaker, one homeschooling mom, we can balance our homemaking and our motherhood and our homeschooling and homesteading and cooking meals and running children from place to place to place and be involved at our church and have good marriages and do all the things well without ever dropping anything. It quickly leads to places of discontentment, anxiety, perfectionism, and disappointment in our role at home. It leads us to doubt that we're made for this. It leads us to wonder if we should throw in the towel because clearly we are not suited to be at home with our kids, homeschooling, caring for a home. Friend, no one is doing it all or doing it all well. We're all making choices on what balls we can drop and which ones we can't. We all have to decide which things are the highest priority today and which things can wait until tomorrow or next week or even next month. There is never a perfect balance. So instead of constantly striving to find that perfect balance that doesn't exist, we need to refuse to let perfectionism rule. We need to refuse to let comparison rule. We need to refuse the lie that we can actually do it all. Instead, we let ourselves have realistic expectations for ourselves, for the season of life we're in, and for what we can actually accomplish today. Balance isn't about doing it all as much as it's about knowing where your limits are and knowing what causes your stress levels to spike. Knowing where you can hit pause and set something aside in a busy season, and knowing when it becomes overwhelming to you. What are the things that you must get done today that if you don't, they will keep you up at night or they will make you feel like you are failing in your home? And what are the things that you can let go for a few days when your baby doesn't sleep at night, or when a child is sick, or when you have too many nights in a row outside of the house for kid activities? Prioritize the things that you know are going to cause you stress if you let them go too long, and let some of those other things slide for a bit. Lean into convenience when you need to. It is not a badge of honor to make every single thing from scratch. Is it a wonderful goal? Absolutely. But it's not holiness. It doesn't make us a better homemaker, a better wife, a better mother, or better in the eyes of the Lord if we make every single thing from scratch. It is not a morality issue. It is not a salvation issue. So there are seasons when you may get your groceries delivered and you may have more store-bought snacks. But what are the things that are non-negotiable for you? What are the things that must happen? Prioritize the homemaking tasks that make the most impact on your everyday, like the dishes, the ones that make you feel like you're drowning if you don't do them. Prioritize the things of your family that are important to you. Getting into the Word, getting into the Bible with your kids, spending time outside in nature. What are the things that you know that you must get done every day? If you're a homeschooling mom, getting your homeschool time in every single day. These are the things you know you have to prioritize. These are the things that are values for your family, priorities for your family. The problem comes when we start to think that our priorities are the same as everyone else's. When we see a friend who makes elaborate meals for her family every night, but you are in a season with lots of small kids who are vying for your attention as you're making dinner. Instead of thinking, I'm not good enough because I'm not making these elaborate meals, think to yourself, I'm prioritizing my family in this season by simplifying my meals. I'm prioritizing my kids by giving them my full attention and having less time in the kitchen at dinner time. A mom who has teenagers who help cook meals or help around the house or can do more homemaking tasks alongside her is in a very different season than a mom who has toddlers and preschoolers and a newborn baby. Don't compare your season of motherhood and your homemaking tasks to someone else's. When I get overwhelmed about my home, or I find myself comparing myself to someone else, or when I become discontent or dissatisfied or disappointed in my homemaking abilities and the things I'm able to accomplish in the day, it's usually because I'm comparing myself to someone else who's in an entirely different season, or something needs to change. And usually it means I need to eliminate something from my schedule, from my home, from my to-do list, or just from my expectations. Am I expecting too much from myself or my kids? Am I being unrealistic about how much I can actually accomplish today? Am I trying to have a perfect home that's perfectly clean and perfectly organized and perfectly Pinterest worthy all the time? I think that one of the best kept secrets for balancing your home and your motherhood and your homeschooling is to just eliminate the things that aren't serving you in this current life season. So if your to-do list is too long, you will never be able to accomplish everything on it. If I'm trying to make my home look like a magazine cover, I will always be frustrated when my kids take their socks off in the living room and leave their dishes on the table. If I'm putting too many things on my calendar and wearing myself thin, I won't have time and space to actually do the things I need to get done. Eliminate the things that are stressing you out and stealing your peace. If keeping up with sourdough baking is stressful in this season, simplify your life and buy your bread or bake it in a bread machine. If attending a co-op has you yelling at your kids every time you leave the house and feeling overwhelmed because you're not getting enough things done at home, just stop going. An overburdened schedule leads to an overburdened family. If there are things in your schedule that are stealing your peace, cut them out, even if they are good things or things you enjoy. I am far from a minimalist, but I can tell when the clutter in my home is stressing me out. When our homes are filled with too much stuff, we end up wasting our time caring for our things instead of caring for our family. Friend, your relationship with your kids is far more important than a spotless home. You don't need to feel guilty for the days when you choose to snuggle on the couch with your kids instead of doing the laundry. But you also don't need to live in a place of overwhelm and stress. You can balance your home, your motherhood, and your homeschool. You can manage your time well so that you can cultivate your home well. But instead of doing it from a place of perfectionism and comparison, do it from a place of peace. Do it from knowing that the things you do in your home matter. It matters now in this moment of time, and it has significant impact on the future. The way you care for your home and your children matters. It's an important task to be a homemaker, a home educator, and to be a mother. This is your calling in this season of your life. Homemaking is constantly undone. Every day we need to continue to repeat the tasks we did the day before. And that can be discouraging to you in a season where you are trying to do it all and trying to accomplish all the things. So instead of letting that perfectionism creep into your heart, find ways to rest and refresh in your home. Dig into the Word. Let the Lord refresh your soul. Let the Lord give you a rest that you cannot possibly give yourself. Do your tasks diligently and to the glory of God, and put down the things that He has not called you to carry in this particular season of your life. Let go of the expectations for yourself that were never meant to be there. If you are looking for more support and encouragement in your home, motherhood, and homeschool, head to siloandsage.com/join to join the Cultivate Your Home membership.